be able platform. So highflyermentoring.com, highflyermentoring.com. That is another way to access the monthly mentoring and to sign up for it. The last thing I do that I want to share with you is coaching, one-on-one coaching. So if you're saying, you know what, I want to learn much more, I want to understand much more what's going on and stuff like that, then you want to be a part of my one-on-one coaching. So what that means is that you schedule a time to sit with me, either in person or on Zoom or through phone, and I'll be able to coach you and share nuggets with you. You tell me what your business is, what you're trying to do, and I'll share with you what to do to take it from where it is now and where you want to go. So I do provide one-on-one coaching, and I want to encourage you to take advantage of that one-on-one coaching. All right? So I believe we've talked enough. Now it's time for us to get into what we are doing today. Today, I'm talking to you. For those of you who have joined us on Zoom, the slides is in front of you right now. So that's the benefit of joining in on Zoom. By the way, you get to see the slides until we figure a way to make the slides go all across the board. All right. So today we looking at your dream, achieving your dream. And whenever we talk about your dreams, the first thing I want to ask you is, what is your dream? What is your dream? What dream do you have right now? What is your dream? And will you achieve it in your lifetime? Well, what I share with you will help you to achieve your dream. So please pay attention as I share this with you today. What is your dream? Will you achieve it in your lifetime? I'm praying that as you learn the things you learn today, that you'll be able to achieve your dream in a lifetime, in this lifetime. So what is a dream? A dream is an inspiring picture of the future that energizes your mind. So a dream is an inspiring picture of the future. So think about the future that you want. So a dream is that picture. You're thinking about that picture. You're thinking about that future that you want. You're picturing that future that you want. If you look at where you are now, then the dream is the picture of where you want to be later. And that picture is an inspiring one. I hope you are not picturing a doom and gloom future, but that you are picturing something awesome, something great, something wonderful, maybe in the area of your family life, maybe with your business. But a dream is an inspiring picture, because when you dream of something better, when you dream of something bigger, it's very inspiring. A dream is an inspiring picture of the future that energizes your mind, your will, and your emotions. Now, if this is a real dream, if it is a dream of something better, yes, you will be inspired. You will be inspired. Dreams have a way of inspiring you, and it energizes you. You know, last month I was in Africa, and I got to sit, listening to an 81-year-old preacher. This preacher started having these crusades in Africa, all over Africa, at the age of 80. Now, you would think that he's 80 years old, he should be thinking about, retiring and all that stuff. But instead of that, he refired, because all of a sudden he had a dream. He had a dream of going all across the world and reaching the globe with the gospel. And so he started at 80, and he started going from city to city, with intention also of going from country to country. Wow. And you could see him, and people ask him like, hey, you are 80 years old, you should be sitting down. He said, no, I have a dream. I have a dream. So that's what dreams do, right? They will energize you. They energize your mind. So this man is energized. They will energize your will. He is energized. And they also have a way of energizing your emotions. So think about the dreams that you have right now. What dream do you have? Is it energizing you? If it is not, then you don't have a dream. You don't have a dream. A dream energizes you. Now, the question is, if somebody has a dream, why is it that they are not accomplishing their dreams? If I have an inspiring dream, if I have a great dream, why is it that I have not accomplished my dream? Some of you have carried some dreams for years and you are yet to accomplish your dream. So what's the problem? Well, I want to show you 5 common reasons for not identifying and accomplishing people's dreams. 5 reasons why people fail to identify their dreams and why they fail to accomplish their dreams. Number one reason why people don't identify and end up, not, fulfilling their dreams is disappointment. Disappointment. What do I mean by that? They've tried in the past and they were disappointed. So disappointments have a way of stopping you from accomplishing your dreams. Sometimes because you were disappointed in the past, maybe you were hurt in the past, right? And because of the hurt that you suffered in the past, sometimes people just give up, right? So what if you can overcome those setbacks, those disappointments? If you can overcome those setbacks and those disappointments, then you'll be able to rise up again and accomplish your dreams. Now, there's a scripture in the Bible that says that the righteous man falls 7 times and gets back up. Now, that's the thing about, success. The key to success, one of the keys rather to success, is that even though you suffer a setback, you rise up from the setback. Now, have you suffered a setback? Are you listening to me? And you've tried something before. Can I quickly let you know this? That many people that are multi-millionaire and billionaires today, they have failed in many things. They have failed in many things. People tend to think that, wow, if he has made it, if he's doing so great, it must be that, wow, everything he touches has prospered and everything he touches, everything has gone well. I want to let you know this. No, they have failed in many ways. But you see, what makes a successful person is that they keep on going. They fail the first time and they keep on going. They fail the second time and they keep on going. According to statistics, the average business person tries 2 to 3 times before they succeed. Now, for some people, it's even more than that. Some people have tried 5 times before they succeed. Some people have tried 10 times before they succeed. But the key thing is this, that they keep going. They keep going. And I want to encourage you, if you have tried before and you have, suffered some setbacks in the past, keep going. Don't give up. Now, here's the key though. Every time that you didn't do well, every time you look like the business flopped or it failed, learn from it. Learn from it. There is something you didn't do right. So the next time you go at it, make sure that you're not repeating the same errors. So make sure that you take time out to look at what you tried before and make sure that you're doing it right the second time. Now, sometimes you may not get it right until the 3rd or 4th time. That's okay. Just make sure that you keep learning from your past mistakes as you go forward. So if you have been hurt in the past, if you have been disappointed in the past, well, get back up. Get back up. Pick back that dream that you have. All right. Some people are not identifying their dreams because they have been discouraged. They have been discouraged by other people. They have been discouraged. Have you ever shared your dreams with someone in the past and that person influenced you to stop dreaming altogether? You told them about this dream, about this company you wanted to start. You tell them about this dream, about this invention you want to make. You tell them about this dream of going to America and accomplishing some things there, and they told you that, why are you dreaming like that? Why you wasting your time? That's not possible. And so some of us have been discouraged by other people. Some of us have given up dreaming altogether because the people we told about our dreams, they discouraged us. So don't let their discouragement stop you. You believe in your dream to the point that no matter what they say, you keep on dreaming, right? You keep on going after your dream. Number 3, sharing with us why many people have not identified their dreams and they have not accomplished their dreams. Number three, some people get in the habit of settling for average. They settle for average. You see, dreams require a person to stretch, to go beyond average. But some people have this thing about just settling down for average. If you settle for average, you are not going to accomplish your dream. Where have you been settling for average? When inside you have greater potential. Think about it. Where have you been settling for average? And you have greater potential. So if you are going to accomplish your dream, you need to stop settling for average. I was sharing about dreams this weekend, and I was sharing with the people that it's important that you expose yourself to others or to the right environment. Sometimes, if the environment you are in is an environment of mediocrity, sometimes you are so full of mediocrity in your thinking, in your action, in the way you handle things. So sometimes you need to step away from the environment of mediocrity, go to where excellence is. Let that challenge you to begin to do better so that you are not settling down for average. The fifth reason why many people are not accomplishing their dreams is because they lack confidence. Some people lack the confidence needed to pursue their dreams. What questions do you have about your dream that has produced a lack of confidence in your ability to achieve it? So you want to make sure that you begin to develop your confidence, begin to develop confidence. And there are teachings out there that can help you with your confidence. So I encourage you, do whatever it takes to have the kind of confidence that you ought to have. All right. So I believe that was number 4. So we talked about disappointment, we talked about discouragement, we talked about settling down, and we talked about lack of confidence. And now the last one, number 5, is some people lack the imagination to dream. They lack the imagination to dream. Now, you need to inspire yourself to dream bigger. So if you lack imagination, go around others who are dreamers, go around others who are even achievers, right? And see what they're doing. Now, don't be jealous of them. Don't compare yourself to them, but be inspired. Learn a thing or two from them, right? Dreams can be inspired by others. Others who have their own dreams and are sharing their own dreams can also help to inspire your own dream. Get around whatever will help you to begin to imagine bigger, to begin to see bigger. At one point in my life, I worked in corporate America, and one of the beauty of that for me was the fact that I was able to sit with professionals who had skills and who are doing big things. I was able to sit with company owners who are doing great things, and it has a way of just inspiring you and helping you to see bigger, helping you to see that you can be more than what you have been right now. All right? Now, let me quickly say something about the dreams. You need more than one valid reason to fulfill your dreams. Now, if you have a dream right now, if all you're thinking about is, I just want to make money, I just want to make money, that is not enough to fulfill your dreams. You need more than one valid reason to fulfill your dreams. And what I'm about to share with you are some of those valid reasons, right, to be able to fulfill your dreams. You need to be motivated, and you need to be thinking more than just one thing to fulfill your dreams. You need several valid reasons to fulfill your dreams, because when the challenges come, your reasons, your why, will remind you why you need to continue. Sometimes in life, there are all kinds of things that's thrown at us. There's all kinds of challenges that's thrown at us, and it's so easy to just give up. So instead of giving up, you want to make sure that you have the many reasons you are looking at. You say, oh, wow, I can't give up. I can't give up. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the next thing. Look at the next thing. And so because you are constantly looking at all those things, then you are able to just continue. It gives you the energy, it gives you the strength to continue on with your dreams. So you need several reasons. So I want to tell you this. Write down the reasons why you must accomplish this dream. Whatever dream you have right now, I want you to think about it. Write down, what are the reasons why I must accomplish this? Write them down. Let it be more than one. So think about it and write down various reasons why you should accomplish your dreams. All right? So as we talk about achieving our dreams, there are 10 steps to conquer your dreams. There are 10 steps to conquer your dreams. 10 important steps that you need if you're going to be able to achieve the dream in your heart. So it's extremely important that you understand these 10 steps. All right? So I want to share them with us right now. What are the 10 steps? Number one, you need to answer the ownership question. The ownership question. This dream that I say I have, is this really my dream? You say, what do you mean by that? You'll be surprised that many people, the dream that they have is actually not their own dream. Oh yes, it's not their own dream. So you want to be sure that this dream that I have, it's actually my dream. And I'll be talking to us more about that momentarily. Then the next question, and by the way, I told you about the bundle, Putting Your Dreams to the Test, Mastermind, that I have going on right now. That is dealt with. All these questions that I'm talking to you about right now, they are dealt with in that bundle. And I go in depth in that bundle to share all these things with you. But I just kind of want to give you an insight of those 10 things that every dream has to go through. So whatever dream you have right now, no matter what it is, your dreams must go through these 10 tests. Your dreams must go through these 10 tests. If your dreams pass the test, then you are on to something great. If your dreams fail any of the tests, then you need to work on those areas where your dreams are failing. And once you perfect that area, then your dreams are going to be fulfilled for sure. So this is extremely important. Now, many of us, we've had dreams all our lives. We never think to, or never thought to bring the dreams, and to pass it through a test like this. Consequently, our dreams have failed. But now I'm sharing with you that if you pass your dream through this test and make sure that you get all these things right, no matter what your dreams are, they will be fulfilled. You see, the fulfillment of dreams is more than just praying and hoping a dream gets fulfilled. That's not how it works. That's wishful thinking. Dreams requires that you put some effort and that you do some things. You take some steps. And guess what? These 10 steps are very necessary for the fulfillment of any dreams. So again, the first one is my dream really my dream? And that is the ownership question. Number two, the clarity question. Do I clearly see my dream? Yes, I say that I have a dream, but am I seeing that dream clearly right now? That's the clarity question. Do I clearly see my dream? Do you know that many people, the dreams they say they have is not clear at all? It's like saying, I want to lose weight. That is not a dream. That is not a goal. That's really not a goal. You say it's not a goal? Yes, it's not a goal. It's not a smart goal. It's not a clear goal. You say, but I know I want to lose weight. I know. If that's all you are saying, you will not lose weight. I'm telling you, that's why many people fail. So the clarity question tells you how to clearly see my dream. Well, since I mentioned about losing weight, the right thing to do, somebody who says, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight is not a dream. It's not a real and proper goal. The proper goal will be, I want to lose 50 pounds by December. So that's a clear goal right there. Because one, you're telling yourself how much you want to lose. If you just say, I want to lose weight, that could be 1 pound, or that could be 25 pounds. So how much pounds do you want to lose? And by when? Because you could say you want to lose weight, and 5 years later, you have not lost any weight at all. You still want to, but it's 5 years now, and you haven't lost any. So all your goals have to have a timeline to it. That's just a sidetrack right there. But the clarity question goes in depth in helping you to understand clearly your dream. Because many of us have dreams and we don't have a clear understanding of those dreams. So before you even proceed into really doing so much about the dreams, you want to start with these 10 questions. And many of us have not been taught this, we don't know this, and you wonder why your dreams have gone nowhere. So that is why it is essential that you take advantage of this bundle that I have, this mastermind that I have on putting your dreams to the test. All right. So the ownership question, the clarity question, and then there is the reality question. There's the reality question. Am I depending on factors within my control to achieve my dreams? Wow, this is extremely important because there are many people, they say they have a dream, but they are counting on the government. They are counting on their friend. They are counting on some other factors that is not in their own control. And they are saying, if this person would do this, if that person would do that, then I will accomplish my dream. And guess what? When they fail, those other people fail, then your dream has failed. Wow. Why will you put your dream under such restriction? So you want to understand the reality question. Am I dependent on factors within my control to achieve my dreams? Now, that deals with helping you to put certain things in place so that no matter who failed you, your dreams will never fail. So I go in depth in the mastermind. I go in depth about that. So you want to make sure you get this mastermind. The fourth question is the passion question. The passion question. So you say you have a dream, but does my dream compel me to follow it? Is there something about this dream that compels you to follow it? You know, there are people who have had dreams and their dreams compel them so much that no matter all the obstacles that they encounter, they keep on going. You know Mary Kay, many of you women, you know Mary Kay, you use her cosmetics, some of you. Well, guess what? When she had a dream of starting her own, beauty company. The accountant said, it's not going to work. The accountant said, well, guess what? You might as well take your money and put it in the garbage. Put that money in trash. The $5,000 she had, he said, put it in the trash because this business is not going to work. Well, guess what? She believes it. She has passion for the dream. Her dream compelled her to keep following it. And then about a month or so before she launched her business, her husband died. Wow. Do you have so much passion? Are you compelled by this dream to keep on going even when all the circumstances are not right? You see, some of you, you say you have a dream for something, but you actually don't have passion for it. That's one of the reasons why your dreams have failed. So the passion question helps you to go through, some series of things, series of questions, series of outlines to help you to really understand how passionate you are about this dream. And if it is a real dream and your passion is just not there, the energy level is just not there, guess what? It shows you what you need to begin to do so that your energy level is there, the passion is there. No matter what comes your way, you are not going to stop. Do you know that for Mary Kay, even though she lost her husband a month to the time, her passion was there. There's no setback. There's no circumstance. There's nothing that could stop her. So she did not stop. She started Mary Kay, and she has empowered many women to have their own businesses today. I mean, millions of women have their own businesses because of Mary Kay. Look at that, the passion question. So then there's also the pathway question. Now, you say you have a dream, but the question is, do you have the strategy to reach your dreams? Do I have a strategy to reach my dreams? Do you know that for many people, they have an idea that they want to start a business, they have an idea that they want to accomplish this or accomplish that, but they don't have a clear pathway. They don't have a clear pathway. By the way, that's one of the things I do in my one-on-one coaching. Many times when you have an idea, you have something you want to do, and you are lacking the pathway, I sit with you and I give you the pathway. This is how you get from point A to point Z, and I give you a pathway. But you see, in the fulfillment or in order to fulfill any dream, you need to have a clear pathway. Now, some of you have businesses right now and you don't have a business plan. And I realize some of you are listening to me, you have a business idea, and I have to ask you, are you really serious about your business? Are you really serious about your business? Some of you are on this, listening to this seminar because you heard that I'm going to talk about some money later, but every other thing you ignore. Now, are you really serious about your business? Because if you're really serious about your business, it's more than just, okay, I want some free money. I want some free money. You have to have a clear pathway. Do you want your business to actually prosper? Now, this is not a prayer thing. This is an action thing. And some of us, especially those of us people of faith, we misunderstand, what we are reading in the scriptures. The Bible says faith without works is dead. So you can't just say, I'm praying for my business to prosper. Question, do you have a clear pathway? Do you have a plan? What are you doing to make your business become a household name? Or are you just sitting down doing nothing and waiting for, hey, is there money out there? Is the government giving money? Is that how you run your business? Then you are not serious about this business. It couldn't possibly be a dream, because if it is a dream, that's what you'll be thinking about all the time. That's what you're working on. You are taking steps towards it. You are not just praying. Nothing is wrong with prayer. I'm a man of prayer. Pray, but also work. Do something constantly about your dream. Very important. So the pathway question, do you have a strategy to reach your dream? All right. Number 6. We're talking about 10 questions, 10 pathways, 10 things to conquer in order for your dreams to become a reality. All right. Then there is the people question. You need to put your dreams through this test. Now, by the way, I'm just telling you about the test. I am not telling you about the content of the test. If you want to know the content of the test, then you need to become part of the mastermind, putting your dreams to the test mastermind. And I'll be telling you more about that, because I'm offering that right now, and you can sign up to be part of the put your dream to the test mastermind. Then you go into all 10 things I'm telling you right now in depth, and write some notes and put your business through this thing. And by the time you're done with the 10, there is no way that dream that you have will not be a reality. There is no way that dreams will not become, achieved in this world. There's no way that you too will not become among the super successful people. The problem is this: we just praying to be successful. We are not doing what it takes to be successful. And I'm praying that I'm challenging you to begin to put your dreams to the test, and that you'll be part of this mastermind so that your dreams can pass the test and your dreams can be fulfilled. So, number 6, there is the people question. The people question. Have I included the people I need to realize my dream? Do you know that everything worth doing, there are some people that have to be on board? So who are the right people that must be on board with you? So we'll be talking about that. How do I get them on board with me so that I can accomplish my dreams? The kind of people I've surrounded myself with, are they the right people? I sit as the vice chairman of a board of an organization that our yearly budget is $5 million. And, with this organization, we look for board members, we add on board members. And guess what? We are very selective, and we are very strategic about who we add on to the board members. Some of you have organizations that have board members, and there are some losers that you just put in your board members. They are doing nothing. They have no dream. They have no contribution to your organization, but they are your board members, right? And so that explains why the organization may be stalling. I was sharing something, on Sunday with my congregation, and I was telling them about looking at the people that are most closest to you. Who are the 7 closest people to you? The 7 closest people to you that you talk to, that you just share with on a regular basis. Whoever they are a picture of your future. That 7 people gives an idea of your future. And I said, those 7 people that you are closest to, are they all broke? If they are broke people, then it tells you have a broke future, right? If they are successful people, if they are people that can add some sort of value to you, and you can add value to them. And when I say add value, I don't mean that they are dashing you money. I don't mean they're giving you money, but they have some good nuggets. They have something great that they are doing. It has a way of rubbing off on you, because like the Bible says, iron sharpeneth iron. So who are those people that you are closest to? The people you are closest to, the people that you gossip with, then it shows you why you are going nowhere. Because the people question says, have I included the people I need in my life to realize my dreams. And then the challenge is you may need to step forward and begin to go to some places to meet the right kind of people, to talk to the right kind of people. A very good friend of mine who is a multimillionaire, he always tells me this. He says, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's who you know. Well, guess what? Who you know. Question, who do you know? You say, I don't know anybody. Well, then you need to change some things. You need to change some strategies. If you change those strategies, you begin to know the right kind of people. Before you know it, you are surrounded by the right kind of people. So what do you do about that? How do you put that in place? Well, I answer that in my mastermind. Number 7, 10 things that you need to put your dreams through. The cost question. The cost question. Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? What is the price of your dream? And am I willing to pay the price for my dream? All right. The tenacity question, number 8. Am I moving closer to my dream? The tenacity question. Am I moving closer to my dream? Then number 9, the fulfillment question. Does walking towards my dream bring satisfaction? Does it bring satisfaction to me, or is just satisfaction to other people because they own my dream, I don't own it? Right? Does working towards my dream bring satisfaction to me? Then number 10, the significance question. Does my dream benefit others? That's when you know that your life is not just for you, it's also benefits other people. Your life is benefiting other people. Your life is helping other people. All right, so those are the 10 questions that we need to look at. Now, in this seminar, I'm going to be looking at 1 or 2 of them. I'm giving you free 1 or 2 of the questions that you need to look at, when it comes to fulfilling your dreams. The other 8, you're going to have to get that at my mastermind. I am offering a putting your dreams to the test mastermind, and I'll be going in depth into all of those 10 things I just mentioned to you. Now, if you thought you have learned something from those 10 things, you have just, gotten an idea. The real thing to learn is in my mastermind for each of those questions, right? And please don't go through a shortcut. Don't just say, well, I don't need to learn anything, just show me the money. That's not how it works. If all you are looking for is the money so that you can go and squander on something or buy a car or buy something, then obviously you don't have a dream. You don't have a dream. Someone who has a dream wants to learn everything it takes to fulfill that dream. So I have a mastermind, and you'll be able to sign up for it on my website. And I want to encourage you, after this is over, that you go there and check it out. All right, so let's look at the ownership question. The ownership question answers the question of, is my dream really my dream? Is my dream really my dream? Are you living your dream or the dream someone else have for you? Do you know that some people have dreams for you? Yes. Some people have dreams for you. It could be a parent. They say, oh, you should be a lawyer. You should be a lawyer. Well, parents, that's awesome that you want your children to be a particular profession, but that may not be their dream. That may not be their own purpose in life. That may not be their own destiny in life. And so the question you need to be asking yourself is this: is your dream really your dream? Have you ever heard somebody says, you should be a lawyer, just like what I just told you now? You should be an engineer. Well, guess what? You can tell them what they should be, but is that really what they should be? Is that really their dream? And it's very possible that you are listening to me right now. The dream that you so-called have right now is not even your dream. It's the dream somebody else have for you. Then some people say, I've always wanted to be a singer, but my parents wanted me to be an engineer. And I did not want to disappoint them. So I want to ask you, this dream that you have right now, is this really your own dream? Is this really your own dream? Or is it the dream of someone else? Wow. Is it really the dream of someone else? You need to really ask yourself that question. Is this dream a dream of my wife? Is this dream a dream of my husband? Is this dream a dream of my parents, of my children? Whose dream is this? Is this really mine? Is this really what I want to be? In America here, because some people know they can make some good money if they are, registered nurses. So there's some husbands that will tell, especially immigrant husbands, that will tell their wife, go and be a nurse, go and be a nurse, go and be a nurse. And of course, then some of the wives go and be a nurse. But that's not really what she wants to do. Her mind is not there. Yes, she went to school. Yes, she passed the exam. Yes, she became a registered nurse. But that's not really what she wants. That's not in her heart. And so she'll be on that job. Of course, you could tell that this person's heart is not here. It's not really a dream. You need to know, is this dream that I'm following, is this mine? Is this my dream? That's why some of our dreams, or some of what we are doing, let me say it like that, some of what we are doing lack passion, because it is not our dream. So you need to make sure that this dream is really your dream. Is this really your dream? Is this really your dream? Right? Very, very important. You need to know that this is your dream. That is the ownership question. Now, let me show you one of the ways, or one of the differences between your own dream and somebody else's dream. Let me show you the difference between your dream and somebody else's dream. How can you know? What are the things you need to know in regards to that? Well, one of the things about when it is your dream, it feels right to you. When it is somebody else's dream, it's not the right fit. When it is somebody else's dream, guess what? It is not the right fit. But when it is your dream, it feels right to you. When it is somebody else's dream, it's like a weight on you. You feel this weight on you because they are the one telling you to dream this dream. You know, that reminds me of David and Goliath. David was going to fight Goliath, and Saul gave him an armor, and he told him, put on this armor so that you can fight Goliath. And David had to say, you know what, this is not feeling right. This is a weight on me. This is not mine. This is not how I do it. This is not how I fight. This is a weight on me. Do you know something? When you are living other people's dreams, it's a weight on you. But when it is your dream, it is a wing on your spirit. It's like a wing to your spirit. It's like you're ready to fly. Yes, because this is really your dream, right? When you are living somebody else's dream, it drains your energy. Because this is not my dream. This is not what I want to be. This is what they want me to be. So it drains your energy. But when it is your dream, it fires you up. How many people under the sound of my voice are fired up about their dream? Because yes, this is my dream. This is what I want to become. You're fired up. Yes. When it is your dream, you're fired up about your dream. When it is somebody else's dream, it puts you to sleep. It puts you to sleep because this is not my dream. I'm not interested in this. It's like I'm being forced to do this. It puts you to sleep. But guess what? When it is your dream, it keeps you up at night. Yes, I've seen people who are pursuing their dreams. They're up. I remember when I started Lives on TV. Oh my God. I was always thinking Lives on TV. That's all I think. In the morning, in the day, in the night, on the bus, in the train, in the car, wherever, in the plane, wherever I am. It's Lives on TV, Lives on TV, Lives on TV. I mean, if you wake me up in the middle of the night, even in my dream, I'm dreaming of Lives on TV. So, guess what? That's how dreams are. It keeps you up at night. You're thinking about it. You're passionate about it. You want to accomplish this dream. Question, this your dream that you say you have. Is this a dream you claim you have? You don't even think about it at all? Then it's not really a dream. That's why you are not seeing it being fulfilled. So it's extremely important. It's extremely important that your dreams is your dream. That dream is your dream. And if it is your dream, it will keep you up, right? Now, another thing about dreams is that if it is somebody else's dream, it takes you out of strength. It takes your strength out of you. Let me rephrase that, right? It takes your strength out of you. It's like you're just drained. But guess what? If it is your dream, it doesn't take your strength out of you, but it takes you out of your comfort zone. It takes you out of your comfort zone. Wow. When it's somebody else's dream, it is fulfilling to them. If it is your parents' dream, they get to be fulfilled through that dream, not you. They are fulfilled by that dream because it's their dream. If it is your husband or your wife's dream, right? They get the fulfillment, not you. But if it is your dream, you'll find it fulfilling. It is fulfilling to you. It is fulfilling to you. Wow. The ownership question. Is your dream really your dream? Now, some people say, I have a dream, And they give an excuse. They say, well, dreams don't come true for ordinary people. Excuse number one. Dreams don't come true for ordinary people. But guess what? It is not true. Dreams come true for ordinary people. If you have a dream and you begin to put the necessary work in place and you begin to take the necessary actions, I don't care if you grew up in the project, in the slums. I don't care if you were raised, in a very poor family. Dreams do come true for ordinary people. So remove that excuse about, well, but I don't have money, I'm not among the elites, I'm not very rich, and I don't know how I can accomplish my dream. Guess what? That's not a valid excuse. All right? Now, some other people say, well, if the dream isn't big, it is not worth pursuing. That's another excuse they have. They say, well, my dream is not like big like that. I'm not like thinking about becoming, I don't have a dream of inventing this thing that's going to be used all over the world. My dream is not that big. Well, guess what? The dream does not have to be big, like you said. It just needs to be bigger than you. It just needs to be bigger than you. That dream needs to be bigger than you. All right? So that's it. Your dream needs to be bigger than you. As long as it's bigger than you, then you have a dream. You have a dream. All right? Another excuse is, now is not the time to pursue my dream. Some people have excuses. Now is not the time to pursue my dream. Wow. Question: when do you think will be the time? The time is now. The time is now. You know, there's a scripture that says that if you consider the cloud, if you consider the rain and the weather, you will not sow. If you look at the weather, you will not sow. If you keep looking at, well, this, that, you will not sow. I remember a conversation I had with someone, and, she realized, because I said to her, I said, let me tell you something. There's always something. Because she's saying, well, when I finish dealing with this challenge, then I'll be able to pursue my dream. When I finish dealing with the next thing, I'll pursue my dream. I said, guess what? There's always something to deal with. So if you're waiting for this to finish before you start, you will never start. Because when you think, okay, all right, so some issue I'm dealing with my son, okay, finally it's been resolved. By the time that one is being resolved, it's an issue now on the job. And then you say, okay, when I finish dealing with the issue on my job, then I'll start working on my dream, and then it may be an health scare. The doctor is saying something, come for some test and all that stuff. And then you went through all that test, you prayed, and everything was okay. And they say, finally, after 3 months, yes, you are cancer-free. Don't worry, it's not cancer. Don't worry, it's not this sickness or that sickness. And you're saying, okay, let me finally start working on my dream. Then the boiler broke. And I'm not praying that will be your portion, but I'm telling you about life's reality, that if you're waiting for the perfect timing, you'll never start anything. You'll never start anything. So stop making excuses. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there are not right times for some things, but many of the things people are saying, oh, I'll wait till this time, I'll wait till that time. Well, you don't need to wait for nothing. It is time now. Start taking action on your dreams. All right? So how do you take ownership of your dream? How do you take ownership of your dream? So we've said, well, you need to ask yourself the question of, is my dream really my dream? Right? So, and we've looked at some excuses. We've looked at the difference between when it's somebody else's dreams and when it's your dream. Then the next question is, how do I actually take ownership of my dream? If I say this is my dream, how do I begin to take real ownership of my dream? Now, by the way, what I'm sharing with you today as we are dealing with the Achieving Your Dream seminar is just really a part of my mastermind. My mastermind that I'm having right now is called Putting Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind. So this is just a part of it. And I've shared with you 10 courses that are in the mastermind. Those 10 questions are 10 courses in the mastermind. And it is available today, right? You can begin to sign up for my mastermind today. So you get 10 videos that goes in depth into all 10 things. So that's what the mastermind is about, right? 10 courses that's part of the Putting Your Dream to the Test Mastermind. Now, this itself is worth $1,500 in value. Yes, the all 10 courses, they are worth $1,500 in value. But I'm giving it to you for $149. Can you just imagine that? I'm giving to you what is worth $1,500 in value. I'm giving it to you for $149. So what I'm sharing with you right now is part of what is in the mastermind. And I'm sure that this is helping you with your dreams so far. And I still have more to share with you. So if you want to really take your dream to fulfillment, not just a dream, you want to turn it into reality, and you want to be successful in the area of your dream, then I invite you to become part of the mastermind, where you get 10 videos, and you learn more about each of these things. And guess what? The exciting part is this, that I also include 64 pages of workbook. So all the things I'm sharing with you, I'm going to give you 64 pages of workbook, so that you can literally sit down with the videos and sit down with the workbook and begin to put your dreams. You say, okay, I have a dream to start a multi-million-dollar business. I have a dream to invent this thing. I have a dream to start that thing. Then you begin to put your dream through the test that I give to you, and then you have the workbook in your hands. You begin to fill it out. You begin to do all the things you need to do, and then your dreams are ready to go. And you say, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. All the things I need to have in place, I've put them in place. I am ready to go. There is no way that you go through these 10 things and your dreams will not come to pass. You say, but why should I bother with that? I just have a dream, and I know I want my dreams to come to pass. That's why your dreams have not been coming to pass, because you have not learned to put in the work. Those people that you read about, that you hear about, that are successful, some of them are immigrants. They came from another country. They came from the Caribbean. They came from America. They from Nigeria to America. They came, or maybe they're born here, and they're not immigrants, but they're born here. Whichever way, those stories that you hear is because they put their dreams through these types of tests. They take certain steps that are necessary for the fulfillment of your dream. You can't just be dreaming alone and not do what you need to do. I'm telling you, maybe some of them have not told you what they did, but yes, they did these things. That's why they are successful. So if you don't want to struggle, if you really want to fulfill your dreams, you need to be serious with your dreams, and you need to begin to take steps like this so that your dreams can be successful. Many of them, they spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to learn this, to learn that, all the necessary coaching, apart from you being skilled in whatever you do, but also getting the right mentorship, the right coaching, the right knowledge to be able to push you forward. It's important. Don't just say, I'm praying for my dreams to come to pass. Prayer alone will not make it happen. You need to take some steps to make it happen. So be willing to do what you need to do so that your dreams can become a reality. All right? So on my website today, you're going to be able to sign up for the Putting Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind. After this is over, then you will be able to sign up for Putting Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind. All right? As a matter of fact, it's already there. Maybe you're already convinced. You say, oh, wow, I need to learn everything I need to learn. So if you go to my website, Femi Akojeno, under shop, it's already there. And you can sign up for the Putting Your Dream to the Test Mastermind. Now, guess what? Some of you may say, well, but I cannot afford $149. I don't have $149. Well, there's a payment plan where you can pay in 2 installments. So you can pay $78.50 at first, and then pay another $78.50. You can break it into 2. But I want to challenge you to take advantage of this opportunity to get 10 courses to put your dreams through the test and fulfill your dreams. All right? So now, how do I take ownership of my dream? How do I take ownership of my dream? Number one, you need to be willing to bet on yourself. You need to be willing to bet on yourself. You may succeed if nobody else believes in you. Just like Mary Kay, the accountant didn't believe, but she went ahead and she succeeded. You may succeed if nobody else believes in you, but you will never succeed if you don't believe in yourself. You will never succeed if you don't believe in yourself. So be willing to bet on yourself. Do you believe someone is willing to bet on you? Are you willing to bet on yourself? So you need to believe in your dreams. You need to believe in your dreams. Very, very important. If you are going to take ownership of your dreams, you need to believe in it more than anybody else. When nobody else believes that you can achieve it, you got to believe that you can achieve it. Now, you may need to begin to ask yourself some questions. You may need to begin to ask yourself, why? What is my why behind this dream? Begin to talk yourself into a place where you begin to see that this dream is possible. And I believe it. I believe it so much. You know, it's like somebody starting a building project. I remember I was at a meeting where a pastor called some people together, and he had a project he wanted to do. And he said, hey, we're going to need some money. And he said, but I want to start with putting $10,000 of my own personal money into this project. You know what that meant? That meant he believed in the dream. You know, how can you say you believe in a dream and you don't even put your own money in it? How can you say you believe in something and you are not the first person to put your money in it? You're not the first person to do something, right? That shows that, wow, you really believe in this. You know, you see somebody, they go, for example, when I became John Maxwell certified coach, I believe in my coaching ability, and I believe that I also wanted to get a certification behind me. Even though I've been speaking for years, but I also wanted to get a certification, and I got to meet with John. I got to, talk with John. And guess what? I believe in myself. I flew myself from New York to Florida. I believe in myself. I paid the thousands of dollars that is needed in order for me to be certified. I believe in that dream. If you believe in it, you bet on yourself. The fact that you believe in yourself is the reason why you say, you know what? Did you say it's 149? I will pay 149 because I believe in my dreams. And I believe that I need to put my dreams through the test. I believe in my dream. I'm going to pay that 149. I want to learn whatever it takes because I believe in my dream. Even if nobody else believes in my dream, I believe in my dream. You have to be willing to bet on yourself. Sometimes people have to watch you and they say, oh my God, you really believe this thing. You really believe this thing. You are really doing it. You are really doing it. And guess what they begin to do? They start to come on board. They start to join you. You know, some of us, we say we have a dream. You're waiting for them. You're waiting for them to believe you first before you pursue your dream. Do you really have a dream? Because if it is really a dream, you're not waiting on anybody. You believe this dream. And, because you really believe in the dream, you'll find that money. You'll find that money. You say, you know what? I believe in this dream. I'm going to join the mastermind. If I have to use my credit card and begin to pay it off little by little, whatever it takes, I need to do something about my dream. I've been carrying my dream for too long. It is time for me to do something about my dream. And some of you are watching me in Nigeria. Well, there is a Naira, alternative for you. So where you can transfer your payments in Naira into a Naira account in Nigeria. But you see, when you truly believe in a dream, people need to be watching you fulfill that dream. They're watching you do this. It's like somebody saying, I'll play basketball. And they're looking at you like, you say, yes, I'll play basketball. And they're watching you go to the practice. They're watching you go and find a coach. They're watching you. They say, you're really serious about this. It comes to a point because you are betting on yourself that the people are watching you. They begin to believe you now because they see how you believe in yourself. They see how you believe in the dream. If you truly have a dream, you believe in that dream. If you truly have a dream, they see you doing things to accomplish the dream. They see you going to the seminars. They see you, paying for those courses. They see you doing whatever you need to do. They see you networking. They say, wow, you really believe in this. And all of a sudden, they start to believe you. All of a sudden, they start to believe in your dreams. Wow. I heard about Tobi Amusan. Tobi Amusan just won the world championship, the hurdles, 100 meters hurdles for Nigeria. And I was hearing about the story of Tobi Amusan. Tobi Amusan's father didn't believe in that dream. But Toby believed. Toby believed, and Toby's mother believed, but the father didn't believe. And so sometimes Toby's mother will say, Toby went to Bible studies, or Toby went to something else, when Toby actually really went to practice, to run, right? The father didn't believe. And then eventually, the father started becoming a believer gradually. Eventually, of course, Toby won 100 meters, and she broke the record, and she got $100,000. You're betting on yourself. You say, Dad, you don't believe? I am going after my dream. And then Dad is going to watch you on national, international TV, being celebrated, standing up to represent your country. Of course, because you bet on yourself. You believed in yourself. Others, they'll come behind you. They say, wow, you really believe this business will prosper? You really believe in this thing? Oh my God, you really gonna pay for the mastermind? Wow, you really believe in this? Yes, you have to bet on yourself. That is the way you take ownership of your dream. When you really believe your dream, you bet on yourself. And others, they will see that you truly, truly, truly believe in this dream. And they will come on board and they will come along with you. All right? I'm telling you how to take ownership of your dream. Another way to take ownership of your dream is that you lead your life. Instead of just accepting your life, you lead your life instead of just accepting your life. You know, some people, they just accept whatever comes. They say, whatever comes, we take it like that. No, you lead your life. You lead your life. You lead your life, right? You assume the responsibility for your dreams. You take charge of your dreams. I'm going to find whatever I need to find. I'm going to find the resources. I'm taking the lead. This is my dream. I'm taking the lead. I'm going to take the class. This is my dream. You lead your life. Don't just accept whatever. No, you lead your life. Many people accept anything that comes. And some people says, no, I will lead my life. I know the direction I want my life to go. I know what I want to achieve. And I'm going to take charge. And you're going to start making decisions that will move you towards your dreams. Part of leading your life is that every day, you will do what it takes to move forward, to move towards the achievement of your dreams. There's a book by John Maxwell, Today Matters, recommended for you, Today Matters. In that book, he basically says, today matters. Today matters. Today matters. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do something today towards your dream. Question, what did you do yesterday towards your dream? You say you have a dream. Did you do anything yesterday? Did you do anything last week towards your dream? Or do you just have a dream and you just pack it in a corner and you forget all about it? No, you need to take ownership of the dream. Every day you do something towards the dream. Well, guess what? What I'm doing right now is towards my dream, right? You find something to do. You see, one of my dreams is to inspire people. One of my dreams is to help people become multi-millionaires. And so by teaching you, I'm moving towards my dream. I want to see you be a multi-millionaire. I want to see you become successful in your business. Not just somebody who's just looking for free government money just to spend for the summer and that's it. No, I want to see you that you have a thriving business, a business that become a household name in America. I want to see that happen. So what I'm doing right now by sharing with you is to inspire you. That's my dream. It's part of my dream. And I'm doing something about it. Question, what are you doing about your dream? Are you leading your life? Are you leading your life, or are you just accepting anything that comes to you? So if you are going to fulfill your dreams, then you need to take ownership. You need to be in charge now. Bet on yourself, lead your life instead of just accepting your life. Number 3, if you are going to take ownership of your life, you need to love what you do and do what you love. You need to love what you do and do what you love. Make sure that whatever you're doing, that you love it. Because if you don't love it, it will show. It will show. There are many people, they are doing many things that they don't love. You can tell they don't have a love for what they're doing. They don't have any love for what they're doing. Are you in anything right now that you don't love? You need to begin to find a way to get into what you truly love. Your true passion, your real passion. Now, sometimes some of us have a job. That job helps to pay the bills, but you don't love it. Every day, you dread going to work because you don't love it. That's not your passion. And I say to you, while you are doing that job, I'm not telling you to quit your job because you have bills to pay. But while you are doing the job, begin to now take steps towards your passion. Begin to take some steps towards your passion. You say, I have passion, but I don't know what to do with it. Well, sit with me. Book a one-on-one coaching with me. I will show you what to do with your passion. And then after I give you a roadmap, then begin to work, part-time on your passion until eventually your passion begins to make a whole lot of money that you don't need your job anymore. I shared an example of a lady. This lady, she had a baby, and after she had a baby, she lost her hair. And then she had a second baby, and she experienced the same thing. And then she figured out how to mix some things together and apply it to her hair, and her hair grew back. And she thought, wow, there are other people around America who have the same problem, other people around the world who have the same problem, and she started selling it to them. Before you know it, a business, she had a full-time job, a 6-figure job, but this other hair thing that she made started making so much money to the point where she quit a 6-figure job. Can you imagine that? She was able to quit a 6-figure job because this passion, side passion, discovered out of her pain. Some of you went through a pain, and out of that pain comes a purpose. Out of that pain comes an idea. Well, for her, that idea that came, she started working on a newfound passion, and that passion now is what she's doing. She was recently featured in Forbes magazine. This lady, she's a Nigerian lady who came to this country and experienced all these things. I'm telling you that if you love what you do and do what you love, that's key to owning your dream. Make sure that this dream is something that you love. Whatever you're doing now, do you love it? If you don't love it, you want to now begin to take steps, either to move into something you love or find a way to ignite some sort of passion in what you are doing right now. Does it engage your heart as well as your mind? Whatever you're doing right now, does it engage your heart as well as your mind? I'm telling you how to take ownership of your dream. And I said, number 1, bet on yourself. Number 2, lead your life. Number 3, love what you do. Number 4, don't compare yourselves or your dream to others. Don't compare yourself or your dream to others, right? Because when you compare yourself to others who are superior to you, you feel discouraged. You compare yourself to the others who are inferior to you, you may not be inspired. What you need to do is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Own your own dream. Everybody have their own path. So that this person did this thing and they flourish that way doesn't necessarily mean that's how you're going to flourish. Now, let me quickly say something to many of you, and I had to learn this myself. Do you know that sometimes, right, you meet a friend of yours, maybe somebody you went to high school together, somebody that you knew for some years, and you met them 5 years later, 10 years later, and they say, wow, I'm doing this thing, and it's so successful, and you're like, wow. And then you're saying, okay, I want to do what you're doing. I want to do what you're doing. And sometimes people make the mistakes of wanting to do exactly what another person is doing. And the question you need to be asking yourself is this a path for me? Now, don't get me wrong. Many people can be in the same industry, but don't just rush into something just because they say, well, I've been making $250,000 a year. And then you're like, what? Okay, let me start. Now, sometimes when people are telling you about what they are doing and how they are making it, what they fail to tell you is that there's some commitment. They own their dream. They bet on themselves. They went for a training. They got a coach. They did that, and did that. Now, sometimes they don't tell you all that. They just told you, I'm making so much money in this thing. And you know what many people do? They will just rush into what that other person is doing. They don't consider every other part. They just look at the money. What? You're making 250,000? You're making 1 million? Oh my God. So they switch and they start doing that thing. They go and get the certification. They go and register the business or whatever. But the problem is, the commitment that other person have, you don't have it. How the other person bet on themselves and even got a coach. You saying to yourself, coach, me coach, what's coach going to tell me? I know everything. That's part of your problem. you don't know nothing. We don't know enough. Coaches are necessary. All those successful people that you see, they have coaches. From preachers to lay people, they have coaches. From Oprah Winfrey to Serena Williams, Michael Jordan, all those people, great singers, making millions upon millions, they still have coaches. You see, so you don't have anything, anybody teaching you anything. You think you know it all. Well, that's part of the problem. So you go and rush and join their business, but you don't have their work ethics. You don't have their attitude. You don't have all the other stuff they have that made them a multi-millionaire. You just know that they said they are doing this. So since they are selling that, I'm going to start selling it too. Well, yes, I know they sell that, but it's more than what they are selling. It's also the attitude they have. It's also the fact that they are betting on themselves. It's also the fact that they find seminars like this and they are part of it. It's also the fact that they pay for courses that will teach them something. So that part is very important. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't say, well, they're making $1 million, so I guess I'll make $1 million. If you don't add on the other part that they added on to make that $1 million, you won't make that $1 million. Very important, right? Taking ownership of your dream is essential. Number 5, how do you take ownership of your dream? You need to believe in your vision. You need to believe in your vision, right? Believe in your vision. Even when others don't understand you, you need to believe in that vision. Extremely important to take ownership of your dream. All right. What if you had no limitation? What if you had no limitation? You see, when you take ownership of your dream, you commit yourself to your dream, because this is my dream. This is my dream. Now you have a stake in it, right? Question, what's your level of commitment? Right? What if you know? What if you knew you couldn't fail? And of course, this is what this mastermind is going to help you to do, right? To help you to get to a point where you know, yes, I'm not going to fail, because I've put together all the things that I need to put together. I've answered the ownership question. I now know that my dream is really my dream. And when you know that, guess what? That dream is going to become fulfilled. I pray that you've learned a thing or two from the first question that I've just shared with you. Now, I want us to look at another aspect. Now, again, what I'm sharing with you is part of the mastermind course that I am offering right now. In this mastermind, Putting Your Dream to the Test mastermind, there are 10 courses that I am sharing with you in this mastermind. And all 10 courses together, it's $149. And you get to have the courses, videos, 10 various videos for 10 courses. You get to have that. And also you get to have the workbook. So there is a workbook, 64 pages of workbook that goes along with it, and you'll be able to put together all the tests. You'll be able to answer the tests and answer the questions, rather, put your dreams through the test and fine-tune whatever you need to fine-tune. And after you've gone through this mastermind, tell me that dream that you have that will not be fulfilled. I'm telling you, after you go through the mastermind, you will fulfill your dream. Again, I want to speak to some of us. I happen to be originally from Nigeria, and I know many of us, our mindset towards business is totally wrong, totally warped. I mean, just completely wrong. We're not willing to put into it. We're not willing to bet on ourselves, but we're just dreaming of just becoming successful. It just doesn't work that way. You must be willing to take the necessary steps towards the fulfillment of that dream. You don't just say, I have a dream and I'm praying that the dream will come to pass. It doesn't work like that. You must be willing to do what it takes. If you are a fellow Nigerian and you are in this country, or you are from another country and you're in this country, you have to do away with the mindset you came to this country with. You need to have a new mindset, a mindset that says, I need to take ownership of my dream. I have to invest in my dream. And that investment also means investing in myself. You need to invest in yourself. You need to become the better you, because you are a lead on your business. You are a lead on your business. You say, what's a lead? Well, when you take that cup and that cover on the cup, that's the lead. Now, who you are is a lead on your business. If you don't improve, your business won't improve. If you remain small, your mind remains small, you think like poor people, your business will not flourish. So there is some work that you need to do on yourself. You need to work on yourself. And that's why you take courses like this. Take the Putting Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind. Some of you listening to me, you've never taken any course to help your business other than maybe professional license that you got. You've never taken any course to help your business. That's a problem right there. Business people, successful business people, they take courses all the time to work on themselves, to work on their dreams, to work on their business. So if you've never taken one, let this be the first one and not the only one. You start taking courses now. Start with this. Putting Your Dream to the Test Mastermind. Let it teach you a lot of things. Change your mindset. Because when your mindset is changed and transformed, it will transform every other thing in your life, including your business. It is very, very key. So many of us don't have that kind of mindset. We just come ready. Hey, where's the money? Where's the money? It doesn't work like that. You need to have a business that you want to see succeed, not just get a quick money. No, I want this business to be a successful business. So whatever I need to learn that will help this business to be successful. You say, well, I'm just selling something. Do you know that even in selling something, you need to know the right things? You need to, okay, what makes your business or what you're selling unique? What makes it different from what another person is selling? If somebody were to approach your store, why would they choose your store over their store? These are unique selling proposition. You don't know it. If you don't know these things, how then do you portray yourself as a brand that is different from another one? So it's more than just, I just know I collect some things from Africa and I want to sell it in America. It's more than that. You have to learn to build a real business, and it takes knowing something. It takes taking a course. It takes learning something. So that 149 is you betting on yourself. And I want to challenge you that you pay that 149, and there's a payment plan for it. You can also pay in 2 installments. You can go to my website, femiakojeno.com, click on shop, sign up and be a part of it. And I'm telling you, it will help take your dreams to the next level. Extremely important. Now let's look at the cost question. The cost question before I share with you about some of the government stuff that's going on right now. The cost question. What is the cost of your dream? The cost question asks the question, am I willing to pay the price for my dream? Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? Let me quickly say that the ownership question that we just answered, I just gave you some of it. In the mastermind course, I go in depth into it. All right, so just take note of that. And also this one, I'm just giving you some of it. In the course, we go in depth into it. So the cost question, am I willing to pay the price for my dreams? What struggle do you see happening before you succeed? Now, what does that mean? In other words, in spite of the struggle, am I willing to take or to do what it takes? Am I willing to pay the price to fulfill my dream? Am I willing to do what it takes to fulfill my dream? Right? The dream is free, but the journey is not free. Oh yes, anybody can dream. You can dream. It doesn't cost you to dream. You can dream of you owning a multi-million business. You can dream of you having franchises all over the world. You can dream a great dream, and it's free, but the journey towards that is not free. So are you willing to pay the cost for your dream? And that's key, right? Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? And when I challenged you just now and I said, hey, get this mastermind, that's part of the cost of the dream. It's costly, but the cost brings reward. It's costly when Michael Jordan has to go and start playing basketball and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. It's costly, but 6 championships later, yes, there is a reward. It's costly when Toby Amuson, just won, the 100 meters hurdle. Well, she has to practice and practice when others are chilling. She's practicing. It's costly, but there is a reward. See, $100,000, running for a few seconds. Boom, $100,000 in her hands. It's costly, yes, but it's rewarding. The reward comes after, right? The dream is free, but the journey is not. The price must be paid sooner than you think. The price must be paid sooner than you think. So what will you pay? What will you pay? The price will be higher than you expect. Yes, the price will be higher than you expect. But the price must be paid more than once. Wow. So if, for example, you're saying, okay, I'm convinced. Okay, I love the passion with which you are teaching to us today. Okay, fine. I'm going to sign up for this Putting Your Dream Mastermind. I'm going to pay the $149. It's not just a one-time thing. You don't just pay $149 and forget about learning. There are other aspects that you still need to learn, that you need to become better at, that you need to become great at. So you take another course again. It may not be from me. It may be from others, right? You keep on investing in this, your dream. You keep on, fine-tuning yourself. You keep on becoming better. And then you keep on learning how to do it. Sometimes how you've been doing it is the problem. It's not that you didn't have a dream, but you've been doing it the wrong way. You've been approaching it the wrong way. So you need to take a course that will teach you this is the way to do it. You say, oh my God, I've been wasting my time. I didn't know there's a simpler way. I didn't know that there's a more successful way to do this. You're learning and you're learning and you're learning. And all that learning is going to lead to success for you, right? Is it possible to pay too much for the dream? I don't think so. You pay that price, you pay whatever it takes, and guess what? As you pay the price, guess what? You're going to succeed in that dream, right? Now, what are the types of costs? When I say the cost question, are you willing to pay the price? What kind of cost are we talking about? Well, let's look at a few of them. Number one is the time with friends and family. Sometimes in the pursuit of your dreams, it may cost you some times with friends and family. The times that you wanted to just chill out and this and that, sometimes it costs you that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that don't spend time with your friends and family at all, especially your family. I'm not saying don't spend time with them. That's not the point. But sometimes, because of this dream of yours, you say, okay, there are certain things that I could just let go of that. Friends who just want to go and hang out and say, okay, for example, Labor Day. Do you know that while others on Labor Day are hanging out in New York City, there's some people, they go to the Parkway, and to just see the festivities on the Parkway. Some who have dreams are saying, okay, I have a day off, especially if they have a 9-to-5 job. Okay, this is my day off. Let me work on my dream. It's costing them time. They could have gone with their friends and chill out at the Parkway or just go and do some barbecue, right? And even if they did, they say, you know what, let me go and just spend an hour or two with the barbecue and then let me go and work on my dreams. It's because of the cost. That's the kind of cost. Sometimes when you're working on a project, on a dream, right, it costs you time with family and friends. And then also, one of the costs is dealing with criticism from people who matter. I heard John Maxwell share a story about how when he first started teaching in the area of leadership and business, and somebody who was a donor, who was supporting him, his non-profit organization, Equip, somebody was supporting him with $100,000 every year. Somebody was supporting him with $100,000 every year. Said, well, if you don't stop this new thing you are doing, if you don't stop, this leadership thing that you're doing, if you don't get back, because John Maxwell was a pastor for 25 years, if you don't get back to, more of what he thought was ministry, the other guy, what he thought was ministry, if you don't get back to that, I'm going to withdraw my 100,000. And John Maxwell thought about it. He said, but what I'm doing is the real ministry. I'm now taking the ministry that has been beyond the four walls. I'm taking it to the people of the world. I'm taking it out there. This is the real ministry I'm about to do now. And he said, you know what? If you want to take your money, it's okay. So he lost $100,000 yearly donation because he was willing to bet on himself, bet on his dreams, and also he knew that, hey, I'm willing to deal with the criticism from those people who matter. I'm willing to deal with that because I know that my dream is going somewhere. And of course, he has a $1 billion company right now. Wow. So you need to pay the price. You need to pay the price. Another price you need to pay is the price of overcoming your fears. The price of overcoming your fears. So sometimes your dream will take you out of your comfort zone. Maybe you have a dream that will require that you start talking in front of people. Maybe you have a dream that will require that you start getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe you are not the kind of person that wants to talk in front of people. But this dream of yours will take you in front of investors, multi-million dollar people who will invest into your dreams. And you have to stand in front of them and share passionately about your dreams with them. Maybe that's not what you do. You always want to stay in the background, but then you have a dream that will take you out of your comfort zone. And so part of that prize is sometimes saying, you know what, I have to learn to speak. I have to learn to do what I didn't know to do before. It's gonna cost you something. The dream is costly. But when you pay the price of hard work, that's another thing that you need to pay, right? The type of cost. It will cost you hard work, right? It will cost you some hard work. For some of us, you've not done any hard work until you have a dream. You have to do some research. You have to go here and you have to go there. You have to take courses. Just a whole lot of things that you have to do because you want to see your dreams fulfilled. So the dream is costly. What is your dream worth to you? Only you can figure that out. But you need to count the cost. How much are you willing to pay for your dreams? What are you not willing to pay? Some prices may be too high. The bigger the dream, the higher the cost. Those are things you need to think about in regards to your dreams. So I've shared with you today that in order for you to accomplish your dream, it's more than just praying that your dream will be fulfilled. It's more than that. For your dreams to be fulfilled, it's more than just wishing that it will be fulfilled. I've shared with you today that it's important that you answer the 10 questions. And I've shared 2 of them with you, right? I've shared about the ownership. Is this really my dream? The ownership question. And I've also shared with you the cost question. Am I willing to pay the price that it takes to fulfill my dreams? I want to let you know this. This is one thing I've discovered, that there is no profession that is easy. There is no job, there is no industry that is easy. Let that settle in. There's nothing that is easy. What do I mean by that? Sometimes you look at some people and they say, oh my God, they are doing this and it's so easy. And they're making a whole lot of money. It's so easy. Even they themselves can tell you, oh, come and do this. It's easy. But to be honest, it's not. It's not. You say, why is it not easy? Well, because they put in some work. So sometimes in our own mindset, we think, well, is that easy? Is that easy? Okay, I'm coming for it. You're looking for easy when you should be looking for passion and be willing to put in the hard work for whatever it is. Well, you heard about somebody who's picking bottles and they made $200,000 for the year picking bottle. You say, what? Bottle? That's easy. I can find bottle on the street. When you begin to look for the bottles, you realize how easy it's not. You say, well, somebody's in real estate and they're making a whole lot of money. It's easy. When you find out that when they were going from house to house or from customer to customer and they were being rejected left and right, you realize it's not easy. They had to sit through the rejection. They have to fight themselves that wanted to quit because they have been rejected, and they have to say, no, I will not stop. I will keep on going. You see, that's the part people don't tell you. Sometimes they tell you that something is easy, but I found out there's nothing that is easy. It's easy in another sense, but it's not easy in another sense. Maybe when you are doing it, when you have learned the right mindset, you've developed the right mindset and everything, then it becomes easy. But everything requires some work at first. That's the point I'm trying to get to you. Hard work. It requires some work at first. There's something you put into it. Sometimes after you've done the work, then the harvest begin to roll in. You've sowed the seed, and then you begin to reap the harvest. And when you are in the time of reaping the harvest, people are looking at you like, oh my God, look at you, you're reaping the harvest. But what you didn't know is I've put in the work. I've sown the seed. I've done whatever I needed to do. And I want to challenge you that in your dream, don't have this mindset of, I'm just looking for what's easy. I'm just looking for what's easy. Because what seemingly is easy is also hard. In other words, it also requires some hard work. You have to do something. You have to reorient your mindset. You have to do whatever it takes. And that's something I need you to know, that I don't care what that profession is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You still have to do something. You have to do some hard work. Be willing to do the hard work that it requires for your dreams to be fulfilled. So I've shared with you the ownership question, the cost question, and I told you that there are 10 courses in the Putting Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind. And I have these 10 courses available to you for $149. And I want to encourage you to go to my website and sign up to be a part of that mastermind. Now, the way this is going to work is that when you sign up, you start getting the videos, and you get a workbook, 64 pages workbook, along with the videos. And you follow through, and you look through, and you put your dreams through those tests. And by the time you're done, and you have answered all the right questions and made sure to follow and do all the activities involved, then your dreams now is ready to succeed. The reason why many dreams have not succeeded is because they've never gone through tests like this. They just say, I have a dream, and that's it. But it's about time. Aren't you tired of your dreams not being fulfilled? Well, it's about time that you actually do the real work that people do so that their dreams can become fulfilled. So join me and sign up for this Putting Your Dreams to the Test Mastermind course. Now, the great thing too about the course is that you can go at your pace. So as you get each videos, you can listen to it over and over and over and over and over, and you can go through the workbook and be equipped to fulfill your dreams. All right, so go to www.femiakogeno.com and sign up to be part of the Putting Your Dreams Mastermind course. All right, and I also have a payment plan that allows you to be able to pay into installment. All right, to finalize and to wrap up what we are doing today, I want to share with you, those of you who have a business. If you have a business here in America, there are three things. Well, there are three things I want to bring to your attention today, because we don't want to leave any money on the table. So I want to bring three things to your attention. Number one, there is a program called the ERAP here in New York City. So if you happen to be in New York City, there's a program called ERAP. If you are a landlord, if you're a landlord and you have tenants that owe you money, then what you need to do is to have them sign up for the ERAP. So you sign up as a landlord, and then your tenants will sign up, and they can pay up to 15 months of rent. They can pay up to 15 months of rent. So I want to encourage those of you who are landlords, you own a property here in New York City, and you have a tenant that has not paid you rent, then you can collect those arrears that way. So just go and make use of that opportunity. It's called ERAP. E like in Edward, R like in Romeo, A like in Apple, P like in Peter, ERAP. So look for that. And as a landlord, if you have tenants who haven't paid you rent, especially during this pandemic, go and collect your money through the government. The government will pay you. All right, so that's the first thing I want to mention to you today. The second thing I want to mention to you is for those of you who are self-employed. If you are self-employed. Now, let's make something clear. If you are self-employed, when you are filing your taxes as a self-employed person, or let's rephrase that, as a sole proprietor. As a sole proprietor, right, when you're filing your taxes is supposed to have a Schedule C in it. Now, some of you under the sound of my voice, you have a job. You have a 9-to-5 job, but you also have a business. Now, I'm not talking to people who just have 9-to-5 jobs. I'm talking to people now who you could have a 9-to-5 jobs, but you also have a business. Now, that business could be that you're driving Uber, right? So you're a Uber driver. that also applies to you. So you have a 1099, that applies to you. You are self-employed or you're a sole proprietor. Now, usually when you file your taxes, it's supposed to have a portion on your taxes called the Schedule C, profit and loss. Now, if the way you've been filing your taxes right now, you don't include a Schedule C, then you need to stop doing it that way. If you own a business, you should at least have a Schedule C, a profit and loss statement. Now, many of you get to know what a Schedule C is during the PPP situation, right? So you need to have a Schedule C in your taxes, right? So if you have not been doing it right, I want to bring a tax person to come and explain a lot of these things to many of us, because many of us, we just do everything wrong. And then when opportunities come, we can't tap into it because we never did it right in the first place. So I want to make sure that I'm educating you the best way to make sure that you're ready and equipped to take advantage of anything that is out there. All right? So that's the first thing I want to say. But now, for those of you who do have a Schedule C, those of you who have a Schedule C, then there is a program that is available and you can actually get money. Now, I stated $10,000 but in my email, but it's more than that. Actually, from my research, I realized that it's actually more than that. You can get more than that. Now, here's the program that is available to you that you can tap into and you can still tap into. It is if you had COVID. So for those of you who are sole proprietors, if you had COVID or your family members had COVID, or your children's school was closed because of COVID. Those three criteria is right there. If you had COVID, or a family member of yours had COVID, or your children's school was closed due to COVID, guess what? You can get some credit. You can get some credit that will amount to money. Now, so here's how it works. You calculate all those times, and you can, there are two time periods that you can get all this money that I'm talking about. So let me see if I have it in front of me. So the first time period is somewhere between April 1st, 2020, between April 1st, 2020 and March 31st, 2021. So between April 1st, 2020 and March 31st, 2021, you have, if you had COVID around within that time, you had COVID, your children, your spouse, a family member in the house, they had COVID, or your children's school was closed. So those are three instances right there. You can get credit for that. So you had COVID of your own, 10 days, you can get up to 10 days. And maybe your children had COVID, another 10 days. A spouse had COVID, another 10 days. Like basically all those COVID going on in your house, all that, they amount to credit for you. They're tax credit for you. So it's really money, right? It's money for you. So keep that in mind. So if you had COVID between April 1st, 2020 and March 31st, 2021, then another season started. If you had COVID again from April 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2021, if you had COVID again, some of us had COVID twice. Some of you even had it 3 times. Guess what? All those times you had COVID, there is money for you for having COVID. Really? Yes, there's money for you. It's called tax credit, right? For having COVID. Wow. So it's called the Sick and Family Leave Tax Credit. So let me be clear on what it's exactly called. It's called the Sick and Families because you were sick, right? Sick and Family Leave Tax Credit. So for Schedule C filers. So if you are a sole proprietor, you're a 1099 or whatever you are, when you file your tax return, there's a Schedule C in it, right? It should be a Schedule C in it. Then you are entitled to Sick and Family Leave tax credit. And all you have to do is just know the dates. Know the dates, calculate the date, right? That you were out of COVID. The times that you had COVID, basically, right? You have up to 10 days for that. Guess what? Here's what's even exciting. You don't have to have documentation for it. So, in other words, if you were sick with COVID, you don't have to have a proof that you were sick. Because earlier, it wasn't everybody that was getting tested per se, right? It wasn't everybody. They just know, okay, if you were feeling sick, you call your doctor and the doctor says, stay home, quarantine, right? That counts. The time that you were having a fever, and whether you actually got an official test or not, you had a fever and they say stay home, quarantine and all that stuff, all that counted towards the credit, right? So the sick and family leave tax credit. So whether you had the document or not, the fact that you were told to quarantine or you were caring for a household member with COVID, right? You are entitled to the sick and family leave tax credit. So there is a form. There is a form that you need to fill out, and that is the form 7202. Form 7202 with the IRS, right? That's where the money is calculated. Now, what you need to do is reach out to your accountant, because you have an accountant that file your taxes for you. Now, if you have done your taxes the right way, it will have a Schedule C in it. If you say you have a business and all you file is, maybe you have a 9-to-5 as well, and all you file is just your 1040 9-to-5 job, you don't include your business, you've been doing the wrong thing. You need to include your business there. It's important, because what's the proof that you have a business, right? Especially for sole proprietors. So you need to put something. You sell gold, you sell shoes, you sell whatever you sell, right? You drive a taxi or whatever. You need to have a Schedule C in your taxes. So what you want to do is you want to reach out to your accountant and say, hey, I understand that there's a sick and family leave tax credit for those of us who are sole proprietors. And you can get, by the way, between those two dates I gave to you, you can get up to $36,220. $36,220. Isn't that something? So sick and family leave tax credit. Now, I didn't know about this, to be honest with you, until I did the research recently, and I said, wow, I didn't know that I could have gotten this, right? So I wanted to educate you about it, that there is a sick and family leave tax credit available for you. Now, here's how they do it. So once this is filed, I had COVID, my children had COVID, my children's school was closed because of COVID and all that stuff, right? Once you file it, then if you owe the government some money, whatever money you owe for your business, if you owe any money that you need to pay back or whatever, they'll take their money first, and then the remaining, they'll send a check to you. So if you don't owe them any money, you can get all the $36,220 as a check. If you owe money, then they will use that money to offset whatever you owe them, and then the remaining, they will cut you a check and they will send it to you. So I'm letting you know now that for your business, you can get the sick and family leave tax credit. You can get that, right? Now, some of you may be reaching out to me like, hey, I want to get it. Well, I'm not your accountant, so I cannot file it for you. And that's a tricky something. That's an accounting something. So that's too much work for me to be bothered. So I'm just letting you know that this money is available to you. Go to your accountant, especially if they've been filing for you. So let them know about this Form 7202, and let them know, so calculate the times you had COVID between the first time between April 1st, 2020 and March 31st, 2021, right? You had COVID, your wife had COVID, your husband had COVID, your children had COVID, all the COVID. Calculate the dates, right? You don't need any proof, because really in those days, they told people stay home, don't come anywhere, just quarantine, right? So many people didn't get an official proof of a test, especially in the beginning. By the second set of dates, yes, people are able to actually be tested, but in the beginning, just stay home, right? So calculate all that. Then the second set is between April 1st, 2021 and September 30, 2021. So calculate all the times that you have COVID, or a family member had COVID, or school was closed, and put all that together. Put all that together to file the Form 7202. And then once that is done, if you owe any money, they will use it to pay, to offset that, and the remaining they'll give to you. If you don't owe any money, you can get up to $36,220. All right. So that is it for those of you who are self-employed, right? Those of you who are self-employed, filing Schedule C, you can get that. Then you also have the ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. Now, this is for those who have a, how do I say it? I want to say it in a way you understand it. So this is not for the self-employed per se. You are not an employee of the business, but you have a business that employ other people. So if you have a business that employs other people, and honestly, this whole thing is just really opening my eyes to the need to bring some experts to come and teach us on how to really structure our businesses, especially as it relating to tax and finances, because many of us are losing out because we just don't have all these things done right. And that needs to change so that you can begin to take advantage of all the various opportunities that is out there. So some of us have businesses where we file quarterly taxes. So the quarterly taxes is called the 941, right? You file the 941. So with the 941, you are able to get some money up to $26,000. So now I know some of you are sole proprietors, so this doesn't apply to you. You have a Schedule C, so this doesn't apply to you. The Schedule C filers, this doesn't apply to you. But the 26,000 are for those who have employees, right? You have W-2. You pay employees W-2 wages, right? So I'm not going to go too much in depth into that because I know that many of you I'm looking at on this screen, this doesn't even apply to you. But if this does apply to you, you file quarterly taxes and stuff, then you need to get the employee retention tax credit. So because you kept people working during pandemic, they're going to give you money back, and you can get up to $26,000. I have some notes in front of me, but I'm just saying what's the point of really sharing all these things. They're too technical. Now, for you to file for the employee retention tax credit, 941 is involved. So if you have not been filing quarterly taxes, you may not be able to get this. But then you need to talk to your accountant. Now, why I'm bringing this up is that because many of us don't know about these things, so we don't know to go and talk to our accountant to get some of these things. But now that you know about it, then you can talk to your accountant and say, hey, I want to get the sick and family leave. You can talk to your accountant about that so that they can file the Form 7202 for you. And then for the ERTC, you can also talk to your accountant so that they can help you with that. Let me see what you guys are saying on Zoom. So yes, the ERTC is for companies who have employees. Yes. So the ERTC is Employee Retention Tax Credit, and it's for companies who have employees. So if you don't have employees, this does not apply to you. What are the names of these programs? Well, so I've mentioned 3 programs here. If you're a landlord in New York City, the first program I mentioned is if you're a landlord and you have tenants who didn't pay you during this pandemic, then you can apply for ERAP. So ERAP helps to pay the rent of your tenant to you. So you will apply, your tenant will apply as well, and then money will be sent to you. I know a couple of people that have gotten $15,000 that way. I believe $15,000 is the highest that you can get. Don't quote me on that, but I think I'm right. But anyway, so if you're a landlord, that's the first program I mentioned. Then the second program I mentioned is the sick and family leave tax credit. Sick and family leave tax credit. And so if you had COVID, right? If you had COVID during this pandemic, which many people had COVID, whether you had a proof or not, right? Whether you had a proof or not, you had COVID, then you can go and talk to your tax person. Somebody says, do you have a tax person? Yes, I know one or two tax people, and I can forward the information. So you can just hit me up, and then I'll forward the information to you. And then you can talk to them about helping you to file that, right? So the program for the self-employed are the sick and family leave tax credit, right? Sick and family leave tax credit. All right, so please take note of that. And then the second one is the ERTC, which is the employee retention tax credit. So all these tax credits, they will come to you in the form of a check. They will come to you in the form of a check. All right, so they come to you in the form of a check. Once, if you owe anything, they'll take the money you owe them first, and then the remaining, they'll send you a check. So for the ERTC, you can get up to $26,000, and then for the sick and family leave tax credit, you can get $36,220. All right. Is the Schedule C used prior usable? Well, so if it is something filed, then yes, it is usable. If the Schedule C that is filed is, if that's what you filed with the IRS, it is usable. All right, so those are two programs available right now. Please go and talk to your tax people about it, so that they can get you on and get you money in your hands. You don't want to leave no money on the table. Let me also mention that there are programs in various cities. So apart from these federal programs that is national, there are also specific programs that are in your city, right? Some programs are just really in your city. So you need to also be paying attention to what's going on in your own city, because there are some, some of the money that's connected to the government that is allocated to people living in your own specific city. I remember in the beginning of this month, I got $2,500, right? One of the programs in the city. So you need to know what's going on in your city. So pay attention, sign up for alerts or notification from your city, local government. See, if you're in Queens, find out. Queens was also giving away money connected to this pandemic. Brooklyn was giving away their own. So you need to find out what's going on in your city. Google it. Put in your city. You can put in your city government program or money or whatever, right? Because during this pandemic, apart from what the general government or federal government was giving, the cities also got money for their own people. If you suffer during this pandemic, after PPP, there's another money for you in Queens. There's another money for you in Brooklyn. So find out all these programs. Some of them I knew about and didn't say anything about, because I know some of you didn't do all your paperwork the right way. So, and that's why I really want to help us change this thing, to start doing our paperwork the right way, so that we can begin to take advantage of all that is out there. All right, I believe that will be it for today. Don't forget about the mastermind that I've shared with us today. Go to my website, sign up for the mastermind. Also remember that I have a one-on-one coaching that I do. And if you need help with your business, if you need help strategizing for your business, you can book a one-on-one coaching with me. You can go to the website, femiakojeno.com, and you can book your one-on-one coaching, and I'll be willing to sit with you and coach you. Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Femi Akojeno. Subscribe to my Facebook page, Femi Akojeno. Subscribe to it, and also sign up for my mailing list so that you can take advantage of all the various stuff that is going on out there. I want to thank you for joining in for this seminar. I'll be letting you know